Every single day, whether you realize it or not, you're selling something. Maybe you're selling your ideas, your skills, your confidence, or even yourself in a job interview. The truth is, life rewards the people who know how to sell, not just products, but trust, respect, and value. The biggest companies in the world didn't become billion-dollar brands because they had the best products. They became billion-dollar brands because they understood human psychology. Let's begin. Imaging this. A man walks into a luxury store. He looks at a watch. The price? $10,000. He smiles. He buys it without asking for a discount. Now imagine another man. Walking into a different store, he sees a watch that looks almost identical. The price? Only $100? Instead of buying it, he starts negotiating. He asks for a discount. He leaves without making a purchase. Two watches, almost the same purpose, completely different results. Why? Because the richest companies in the world never sell products. They sell something much more powerful. They sell identity. They sell emotion. They sell belief. And once you understand how they do it, you'll never look at business or money the same way again. Years ago, a young entrepreneur dreamed of becoming successful. He had a great product. He worked harder than everyone around him. He believed, if my product is better, people will naturally buy it. Months passed, then years. Nothing changed. His shelves remained full. His bank account remained empty. One evening, defeated and frustrated, he met an old businessman sitting alone in a quiet cafe. The old man wasn't wearing expensive clothes. He wasn't surrounded by bodyguards. Nothing about him looked extraordinary, but people greeted him with respect. Business owners walked across the room just to shake his hand. The young entrepreneur became curious. He finally gathered the courage to ask, "Sir, everyone seems to know you. What's your secret?" The old man smiled. He didn't answer immediately. Instead, he asked a question. "What exactly are you trying to sell?" The young man looked confused. "My product." The old man slowly shook his head. "No." The young entrepreneur frowned. "What do you mean?" The old man leaned forward. "That's exactly what you're failing. You think you're selling a product. The greatest businesses on earth stopped selling products a very long time ago." The young man stayed silent. The old man picked up 2 cups of coffee from the table. He placed them side by side. They both taste almost the same, but one costs $3 and the other costs $30. "Can you explain why?" The young man couldn't. The old man smiled. "The answer isn't inside the coffee. It's inside the customer's mind." The young entrepreneur felt something change inside him. For the first time, he realized success wasn't only about quality, it was about psychology. The old man looked into his eyes. "If you're ready, I'll teach you the 7 principles that separate ordinary businesses from legendary brands." The young man nodded immediately. The old man opened an old leather notebook. Its pages looked worn, as if thousands of people had read it before. On the first page, only one sentence was written. "People don't buy what you make. They buy who they become after buying it." The young entrepreneur read the sentence again and again. At first, it made no sense. The old man smiled. "Think carefully. When someone buys a luxury car, are they only buying transportation? No, they're buying status. When someone buys expensive shoes, are they only buying comfort? No, They're buying confidence. When someone buys the newest phone, are they only buying technology? No, they're buying identity. People don't spend money to own products. They spend money to feel something. The young entrepreneur suddenly remembered every advertisement he had ever seen. None of them focused only on features. They focused on feelings, freedom, confidence, love, achievement, adventure, belonging. The old man nodded. Exactly. The world's biggest companies understand one simple truth. Emotion opens the wallet. Logic simply justifies the purchase. The young entrepreneur sat there, speechless. He had spent years talking about specifications, materials, quality, price, discounts, while his customers were silently asking a completely different question. How will this change my life? The old man continued. Never start your presentation by talking about your product. Start by talking about your customer's dream. People don't care how much you know until they believe you understand them. Outside, rain started falling. People hurried across the street. The old man watched them quietly. Every person walking outside is carrying an invisible problem. Some feel insecure. Some feel lonely. Some feel invisible. Some feel unsuccessful. The businesses that become rich are the ones that solve emotional problems, not just practical ones. The young entrepreneur lowered his head. For years, he had been trying to convince people his product was better. He never stopped to understand what people were actually searching for. The old man smiled gently. And that's only the beginning. He slowly turned the next page of the notebook. The young entrepreneur leaned closer. His heartbeat became faster, because what he read next would completely change the way he saw trust, money, and human behavior. The old man slowly closed the notebook, then looked directly into the young entrepreneur's eyes.